Welcome to the National Health Insurance Company's intellaplan. In this video, we're going to go over the intellaplan's plan design, the eligibility behind the intellaplan, what it takes to enroll into NHIC products, and all the post-sale information you will need for any questions your client may have after the product is purchased. NHIC's intellaplan is a guaranteed issue product that has an accident medical expense, critical illness, and accidental death policy all wrapped into one. The best part is it's available in a large number of states. So why the additional protection? Well, there are more high deductible plans out there than ever before due to the ACA, really leaving your client with a large financial gap. Those employer-sponsored benefits are now shrinking, and this is great for clients who want to have that control over their health insurance costs. And what the intellaplan really does, it helps your client with the unexpected. The intellaplan has three coverage levels, and the coverage level chosen will be both the AME and the critical illness benefit amount. The lowest coverage option is $2,500, so that's $2,500 worth of accident coverage and $2,500 worth of critical illness coverage. The mid plan increases to $5,000, so that's $5,000 accident coverage and $5,000 critical illness coverage, and the highest level of coverage is $10,000. So again, $10,000 of the AME coverage and $10,000 of the critical illness coverage. For the accident medical expense, the deductible your client pays varies based whether or not your client is insured at the time of claim. Now, insured for this deductible would be major medical insurance, group or individual, any short-term medical plan, or any of those limited benefit plans that are still around. As you can see, for the insured deductible, it is $250, and for the uninsured deductible, it is $2,000. The deductible and benefit amounts are per injury, with no maximum on the number of injuries that can be claimed on a yearly basis. So if I sell a $2,500 intellaplan to a client that has major medical insurance, they sprain their ankle and visit an emergency room, and the total bill's around $3,000. NHIC will send them a check for $2,250. That's the benefit amount minus the insured deductible. Now, same scenario, $2,500 intellaplan, but the client is uninsured and they go in for the $3,000 accident, NHIC will send them a check for $500. That's the $2,500 benefit amount minus the $2,000 uninsured deductible. The AME coverage coordinates with the max out-of-pocket of the insured's insurance policy. So if your client's max out-of-pocket is $5,000 and you sell them a $10,000 intellaplan, the max benefit they would receive is $4,750, so the $5,000 benefit minus the deductible. Now, if they haven't incurred any out-of-network charges, they could receive up to that $9,750. If it's a short-term medical plan and the deductible is per occurrence, you could receive up to the maximum benefit amount for every single accident they occur. The coordination of coverage only applies to the AME coverage, and there are still instances where you would sell that $10,000 intellaplan benefit amount to somebody with that lower deductible and max out of pocket. Now, insureds must seek treatment within 30 days of the covered accident, compared to 72 hours with most other carriers, and all subsequent follow-up treatments must be completed within 26 weeks of the covered accident. There are three different benefit categories that we're going to be going through for the critical illness benefits. Benefit amounts are paid out on a per category basis, and the critical illness benefit amount will match up with the chosen AME coverage level, and the benefits are paid as a lump sum. Now, coverage varies per insured. The primary insured would receive 100% of the chosen benefit amount, the covered spouse would receive 50% of the chosen benefit amount, and covered children would receive 25% of the chosen benefit amount. Benefits will only be paid for the first diagnosis of covered conditions, and there are no waiting periods. However, with Category 2, there are reduced benefits for the first diagnosis, which occurs within 90 days of the policy effective date. Under Category 1, the plan would pay 100% of the benefit amount for heart attack, stroke, and major organ transplants defined as heart or a combination of transplants including the heart. 50% of the benefit amount for coronary bypass surgery, heart valve replacement or repair. So if you sell the covered insured a $10,000 intellaplan and they have their first ever heart valve repair, they would receive a check for $5,000. Now, no additional payments would be made from this category. If the covered insured has already had a heart attack prior to enrollment, this plan wouldn't pay for any heart-related claims, but they could still receive a Category 1 payout if they had a stroke. Under Category 2, the plan would pay 100% of the benefit amount for invasive cancer. If diagnosed within the first 90 days, though, the maximum benefit amount is 10%, and 50% of the benefit amount for cancer in situ, which is cancer that has not spread to neighboring tissues. Now, if that is diagnosed in the first 90 days, the maximum benefit amount is 5%. Under Category 3, the plan would pay 100% of the benefit amount for major organ transplants, excluding conditions covered in Category 1, advanced Alzheimer's disease, coma, ALS, paralysis, severe burns. The intellaplan does come with an accidental death benefit, and that equals the chosen benefit amount. The death must occur within 180 days of the covered accident. Now, the intellaplan does have some exclusions. The policy does not cover any loss caused in whole or in part by any of the following: if in the armed forces full-time, reserve or National Guard active duty for training that extends beyond 31 days, acts of war, eligible for Medicare, and this is for the AME benefits only. It applies even if the insured is under the age of 65. Disability or workers' compensation, any intentional self-inflicted, suicide, or any other attempt while sane or insane, injuries while committing a felony, hazardous activities like flying, hang gliding, parachuting, bungee jumping, using off-road vehicles, including ATVs, rodeo participation, or engaging in motorsports, and some sports, and that is participation in or practice for interscholastic tackle football, intercollegiate sports, semi-professional sports, or professional sports. One of the best things about the intellaplan is the lifestyle association benefits that are part of the plan. These benefits work not only for your client, but for the whole direct family. So if dad bought the intellaplan, the whole family would be able to use the benefits. The first category is healthcare. In healthcare, there's CallMD, where your client has unlimited telephone consultations with a physician 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's $35 per consultation, and there's a nationwide network of medical doctors available to discuss. They can prescribe prescriptions over the phone, and now the services are also available online. This is great when a client has a large family and loading all the kids in the car for one of them to see a doctor becomes a huge ordeal. This helps reduce the stress because they can call the doctor, talk over the symptoms, and get the prescriptions they need. There's also direct lab access. Direct labs are leaders in laboratory testing and offer a wide variety of important health and wellness blood chemistry tests directly for the client at an extremely discounted price. Members also receive special monthly pricing on senior medical alerts, which are those wristbands, belt clips, or necklace pendants that are worn at times, and with a push of a button, a monitoring center is notified. For family benefits, your client would receive 5% discount on nationwide pet insurance right away. There's also a complimentary identity theft protection that comes with the lifestyle benefits through Restoration Rescue that assist in contacting credit bureaus, creditors, and financial institutions on your client's behalf. There's also access to Unigo with a student grant locator service. In the entertainment category, there are travel services that help find the guaranteed lowest price on air travel, hotels, packages, car rentals, and cruises with an on average of 3% cashback reward. There are discounts on retail store gift cards. For example, a $25 Old Navy gift card is $22.50 through the Lifestyle Association. There are also discount memberships on theme parks like Legoland, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, and Universal Studios. The intellaplan is available in 39 states, those that are yellow on the map in front of you. The primary applicant must be between the ages of 18 and 64 at time of application. Children can stay on their parents' plan up to age 26, and the policy is guaranteed renewable to age 70. At age 65, the accident medical expense benefits terminate, and the critical illness benefits are reduced by 50% for ages 65 through 70. In order to apply for any NHIC product, the applicant must legally reside in the United States for the duration of the policy. The application will require a 9-digit number. You can use a social security number, a green card number, a tax ID number, or a visa number. That would be something like a work visa or a student visa, but not a travel visa. The intellaplan is extremely inexpensive for the benefits the client receives. Policies start on the 1st or the 15th of each month. If your client wants a first start date, they must apply by the 25th. If they want a 15th start date, they must apply by the 9th. Now, the initial payment is drawn at time of application, so make sure your client has money in their account when you're pressing submit. The recurring payment is 6 days before the monthly anniversary of the start date, so the payments will be drawn on either the 25th or the 9th. And the forms of payment are EFT, so checking or savings account, Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. When doing any NHIC product enrollment, at the end your client will have to do a final attestation. There are two options for your client. There's the e-signature option, which your client will receive an email, which will prompt them to create their VIPmemberbenefits.com account. When logging in, they'll find out that they have one document that they have to sign. This is the easiest method. We recommend doing this 95% of the time. The other option is voice signature, which you can do a three-way call with the client on the line, and the product script will be presented in front of you at the end of the application. This product script does have to be read verbatim, and your client does have to agree at the end. This takes about 5 to 7 minutes to do. Upon completing enrollment, your client will receive instant access to their VIPmemberbenefits.com account. This is their own personal NHIC back portal. This is where they can print their temporary ID cards, access their lifestyle innovation benefits, change payment types if they'd like to do so, and view all their policy documents. NHIC has a great member services department who's here to help both you and your client. They can help with policy changes during the free look period, that would be things like coverage levels and effective dates, and at any time they can change a name or address. They can help with claims or cancellations, and just a note, cancellations do have to be done 10 days in advance. The intellaplan is a really strong product to add to your portfolio. It's an AME, critical illness, and accidental death all in one. It has those lifestyle association benefits with it. Has wide citizenship guidelines that will make it easier for you to sell. With the critical illness, there are 3 possible CI payouts. The AME has an extremely low deductible, and the best part is, guaranteed issue is available. If you have any questions on the intellaplan, email training@nhicadmin.com.